Hello, 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 everyone. Very good evening to all of you. I'm just waiting for my guest to join in. Yeah, thank you, Shubhangi ma'am. Thank you, Jagjit ma'am. Thank you for joining in. Loved it.
Good
Hi, ma'am.
evening.
How are you?
I am fine. Absolutely fine. What about you?
Amazing. Doing great. Thank you.
Okay.
Uh,
Good to hear.
no worries. No, I'm fine. I'm fine, Shubhangi ma'am. Don't worry. It was just yesterday I was not well, but it's okay. Okay, so today we have our guest Neha ma'am with us, who is going to discuss about maintaining harmony in our life so that we can understand others and ourselves better, and that will ultimately help us to create happiness in our lives, right? So it is the whole topic is about maintaining harmony and building an understanding among relationships, society, your workplace, the various aspects that it covers. So thank you, ma'am, for joining in, and really, really appreciated that you have, become the part of this, the teacher show, this journey of mine. So really appreciate it. Truly grateful for your participation.
That
Thank you very much.
that's so kind of you, Manisha ma'am. And I am grateful for this opportunity to get. And I especially thank Bangi ma'am also to
Oh,
just be the link, be the link between we
yeah,
two, no?
yeah, yeah, definitely. She plays really an important role in, especially in
Yeah.
my life. Always, she has always played an amazing role.
Everyone's life, those who are there around her, I think so.
Yeah. So, I will just take a few seconds to welcome our guests who are here. So, Chetna Dwivedi, thank you for coming in. Vedi Ranveerji, thank you for coming in. Shubhangi ma'am, thank you. Thank you, Shyam Sundar ji, for joining in. Abhishek, thank you for joining in. P. Joshi, really appreciate it. Siddhi, really appreciate your time, your effort, and your you know uh, just a desire to get some like insights from our discussions. So this is really an amazing approach and a good effort from our audience side, who come to listen to us and get some wisdom from the conversations that we do in our Insta lives. So thank you everyone for all your time and efforts. So now, without a delay, I would love to. You wanna say something, ma'am, or should I just jump into the questions? Yeah.
Definitely, I want to hear you first, then I would say something.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. So, as I have introduced the topic that we're going to discuss about the harmony and understanding, so that we can ultimately lead to attain the happiness in our lives, because happiness is always there. The fact is that we do not know sometimes, or we juggle between the various circumstances of life, and somehow we find that we are not happy. But when we work on ourselves and find out that this part of our life is missing, or this is something which need to work upon, and then we go through that journey of taking that time, taking that effort to make ourselves better, we definitely find that missing piece of happiness in our lives itself. So it's the journey which starts from within. So obviously harmony and understanding, they are very, they such, I think the these two terms and the whole topic is something which is more related to heart. It comes from heart. Without having a big heart, or without having that a mindset to be with others with the pure heart, pure intentions, and goodwill, this harmony and understanding, maintaining that particular bridge is not possible. So today we are going to speak our hearts with our audience and letting them know how harmony and understanding can create happiness in their lives. So thank you, ma'am. Now I think I have introduced the topic, and now without a delay, I would love to jump into my first question, which is according to you, what is harmony in understanding? I mean, how do you take it personally?
Ma'am, as we know the meaning of harmony,
Yeah.
it's a combination. It's a
Mm-hmm.
combination. No? It's an adjustment of emotions and various things. So it's
Okay.
just like the combination of spices in a dish.
Wow.
If it does not have the balance, na,
Mm-hmm.
your all efforts making that dish can spoil that dish. If combination is not good,
Okay.
means
Yeah.
how much a specific spice is required. In the same way,
Mm-hmm.
harmony and understanding all your emotions. If
Mm-hmm.
you have a balance in your emotions and
Okay.
you behave peacefully in all
Mm-hmm.
kind, in all relations you see, if you
Mm-hmm.
have that combination adjustment of your emotions, that is
Mm-hmm.
harmony. Means it does not mean ki, and the most important ingredient is
Mm-hmm.
being calmness and patience.
Okay.
You should have that patience. You should take time to
Mm-hmm.
understand someone that is in the other side.
Okay.
Because if you are in a hurry and take decision to understand someone, that may be sometimes
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Yeah.
You should be very calm and patient at the
Yeah.
moment when you are at. It's not uh, possible and it's not compulsory that at first meeting only you understand someone.
Yeah.
It can take time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So please give the proper time to understand someone. Then only
Mm-hmm.
you can understand, okay,
Mm-hmm.
these are all aspects of a specific personality whom we are just meeting,
Yeah.
whom
Yeah.
we are talking to.
Mm-hmm.
And then only just come to any conclusion.
Okay.
Sometimes if a person is means like we can say all the time
Mm-hmm.
the mother is pampering a child, but
Okay.
at sometimes the mother is very harsh with the child. So it
Mm-hmm.
is not because that love had totally destroyed or disappeared. No, that is for
Mm-hmm.
our goodwill.
Yeah.
So we have to understand that. That is understanding.
Okay.
Understanding is just like as the presence of salt in your dish. If it is missing, the all taste is
Gone.
disappearing.
That's true. That's true. Really true.
So,
Beautiful. How beautifully you have put it. Loved it. Yeah. Please. Sorry.
no, I want to just hear you also. As I means believe in listening more and speaking less. Uh,
But but today it is your day to speak up. So I will listen to you more.
sure. As means people who means very familiar with me, they know I'm very talkative.
That's nice. Expressing
Yes.
yourself is really nice.
Yeah,
So it's
I
really,
believe.
I mean, yeah, you have put the introduction, the harmony in understanding in a beautiful manner that it acts like spice in a dish, and beautifully put that understanding is, yeah, understanding is that salt which gives taste to the food. Without understanding, we cannot, establish good relationships, or we cannot, not only relationships, either maybe in academics, or maybe in workplace, or relationships, everything, everywhere, it is
Everywhere.
required. It is
Everywhere.
required.
Yes.
And very well put, you said that it is very important for us to first be calm and patient, and then only we can deep dive in understanding other person's perspective or the space from where he or she is coming.
And it's
That's
not
beautiful.
only for means living beings, we can say.
Yeah, yeah.
Understanding between living and non-living is also very important. Like if you
Mhm.
misunderstand a book, that will lead you a very wrong path.
Yeah,
If you misunderstand anything
it's
that
true.
you bring, so
Yeah.
it will lead you definitely somewhere else where you don't want to go. and you will be
Hmm.
repenting on the results. Okay, what I did, I could not understand. I should have given more time to understand it perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's not only for between living beings, it can
Yeah.
be between living and non-living being also.
Wow, beautiful. It's good for students. I think it's really important for them to understand the things. Sometimes it happens. I mean, with most of the students, it happens when they suffer with academics. It is just because they are unable to understand the thing. It's not like the thing is difficult or they are not getting the right way or right path. Majorly, it is like they're lacking understanding.
Yes,
So,
and the profession, our profession is right now only to be a link to create understanding. If a teacher is
um,
not successful in cultivating understanding
mhm.
among the students,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we should just feel ourselves jobless.
Yeah, that's true. And I think in these days, it is very much required to be that support system for students to make them, to make them understand about life and academics and a lot of other things, because this is really going to create a major impact in their lives. So thank you so much for this beautiful introduction and the beautiful insights that you have shared. Really loved it, and I think the audience who's watching us today is learning a lot. And Shubhangi ma'am has commented, wow, what an
Yes,
analogy.
thank you,
Thank
Shubhangi.
you very much. Really appreciated. So now, the next question which I want to ask from you, ma'am, is what are some common barriers to understanding and how can we overcome them? Uh, as you
Uh,
in the earlier conversation, like the last question, you said the misunderstanding between the child and the mother. So, I mean, it was just an example I heard from you in the earlier conversation. But how do you see it? What are the barriers that are there in the journey of understanding?
Ma'am, actually, the first barrier that is means very relevant in the present scenario is our ego.
Okay.
It is our biggest enemy in the path of
Mm-hmm.
success. This is the most difficult barrier that we have to cross. We have to keep it aside.
Okay.
Another can be over expectations that always
Um,
stop us to create understanding.
hmm.
Always. As I had given the example of mother and child, as I'm very close to my son
Mm-hmm.
and he is also very close to me, so I always just want to see the world right now. I am talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the world through his eyes only.
Mm-hmm.
What is the word?
Yes.
So this is the if I over expect from him,
Mm-hmm.
it will create a barrier. If he is over expecting from me, it will
Yeah.
create a barrier. We can't understand each other. So, and as I said, Naki, and having doubts, like if for this meeting only, if
Mhm.
Shubhangi ma'am had offered, and if I would have some doubts about Shubhangi ma'am or you or some
Mhm.
other things, so
Mhm.
doubts about someone without knowing anybody, we have doubts.
Yeah.
Why? Please let it happen. Meet the person
Mhm.
and try to create. And if you can't create understanding, please stop creating misunderstanding. Don't create that.
Wow. Mhm.
So please give, we have just joined a very good workshop or a session
Mhm.
that was also because of Shubhangi ma'am only. So
Mhm.
I remember always the word said by Dhruv sir, that was logophilia session,
Yeah, yeah.
that to give it some
Huh.
time. So I always remember those words, give it some
Hmm.
time. Because time is constant, it will keep on changing.
Yeah,
It will
yeah.
never
Yeah.
stop.
Hmm.
Day, then night, morning, then evening, the same way.
Huh.
If a person is not understanding you, so then it's not our part that we will not understand that person. Okay. That's why I said that
Mhm.
calmness is very important. Don't take decision in a hurry. This person is
Mhm.
very harsh, rude, and all.
Mhm.
Maybe you are not watching the picture behind the scene.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
happening?
Mhm.
So you cannot decide, you can't judge someone within one
Mhm.
meeting or two meetings. Sometimes it takes more than meeting again and again that person. And the best thing is to play a role to just remove that misunderstanding or whatever the doubts that person has about others. Try to just
Hmm.
wash the brain of that person. No, you have experience. Actually, Manisha ma'am, what happens?
Mm-hmm.
The experience that I
Mm-hmm.
take just like a book without pages.
Mm-hmm.
Our experience
Okay.
is a book without pages.
Mm-hmm.
It is always with us. And our experiences make our mindset. Sometimes in life it happens that we are not meeting such a persons who are very compatible,
Mm-hmm.
loving, charming, na
Yeah.
polite.
Yeah.
All you are surrounded by the people, those who are not very good, we can say, with
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And you decide the whole world is totally means useless.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
it is not like that.
Hmm.
And if we are finding such a person, try to give some attention and time to that person. Help him
Mm-hmm.
to create a good bond with others. Try to create a vision in that person.
Mm-hmm.
No, see, I just remove the curtain, I show you the sun is rising here. It's not all dark. You had switched off the lights in your room and you are not just pulling the curtains. You can't see. So please be the person to pull the curtains and show the next bright side that yes, the morning is there.
Wow, how beautifully have you put it. It's amazing. I mean, I was just like mesmerized the way you are
Thank you
putting the
so much.
things. Very nice, brilliantly put. And the starting was what I could sum up with the your answer is the major barriers are the ego and expectations, right? So yeah, that's true. And we do not see the other side, and we judge per people like on the basis of our own personal experiences. And this really happens, ma'am, that we judge the whole world and the whole society around us on the basis of our one or two experiences which have gone bad. I mean, it happened like our mind captures negativity so quickly and so in a concrete form कि हम उसी level पे सब को देखने लगते हैं, and we decide कि life ऐसी ही है, लोग ऐसे ही हैं, I am not going to trust anyone now, I am not going to create good relationships, it's just worthless. But very well put, you have said it so nicely that be the person who pulls off the curtain and let other person see the brighter side of life. And this person who makes other to see the brighter side of life is exceptional. There are rare people in this world who do this job, and we feel so privileged and so proud as teachers and mentors that we have that responsibility and we play that role in lives of the students and parents and in our lives as well. So thank you so much for answering that question so nicely, so beautifully. Loved it.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Now I am just jumping into my another question, which is what do you think is the role of communication in building bridges of understanding? This happens like with us. I mean, when I was a child, I was not very open to my parents. I was not very open, neither with my friends. I always felt that I cannot express. It's not good. People will judge me, and I think this happens with a lot of people today also, with students as well, that they do not express themselves, they do not communicate, which later on creates a big gap in their relationships and in their various aspects of life. So what do you think, how important is communication in bridging that gap? Yeah.
मनीषा मैम, एज यू सेड कि सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम यही है कि पीपल विल जज मी, लोग क्या कहेंगे.
Hmm.
तो लोग तो कुछ तो कहेंगे वरना वो क्या करेंगे, है ना.
uh,
वी शुड नॉट
uh,
थिंक ऑफ दैट, है ना. और अगर हम कुछ नहीं भी कहेंगे ना तो भी वो हमें जज करेंगे.
hmm.
तो बेटर
True
है
that.
कि हम कुछ बोले, और वो हमें सही जज करें। ना बोलने से तो वो हमें कुछ और ही जज कर लेंगे। पीपल विल नॉट स्टॉप।
True
तो
that.
so first of all, among the students, if we talk about
Mm-hmm.
question, लोग क्या कहेंगे, we should never
Mm-hmm.
think of this कि let it be,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to tell them to be very original at that moment also.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be the photocopy one. No, no need. Be what you are.
Yeah.
Let the people understand. They will take time. Okay, fine. You do not bother about others, ki what they are thinking. Your conscience should not allow you to regret of something.
Hmm.
आपको जो सेल्फ कंटेनमेंट होता है ना आपके एक्शन में वो आना चाहिए।
Hmm.
आपको सोते टाइम आप जब बेड पे जाओ तो आपको
Mm-hmm.
पीसफुली नींद आनी चाहिए। आपके मन में एक बार भी ये क्लिक नहीं करना चाहिए
Mm-hmm.
कि क्या होगा, मैंने क्या सही किया, मैंने ऐसा
Mm-hmm.
किया, क्या ऐसा गलत होगा, या आप कभी कभी कर देते हैं,
Mm-hmm.
अनविलिंगली हो जाता है, तो डेफिनेटली फिर आता है क्या ये मेरे साथ ऐसा हो गया है, मैंने उसको आज ऐसा बोला था तो मेरे साथ भी ऐसा ही होगा। तो
Mm-hmm.
ऐसा नहीं है कि आपके ना बोलने से कुछ चीजें बन जाएंगी या कुछ लोग आपके बारे में पूरी तरीके से सही ही समझेंगे। नहीं, इट्स नॉट ट्रू। सो वी शुड स्पीक टू पीपल एंड वर्ड्स आर द जस्ट लिंक ओनली टू create understanding between two people, whether
Right.
telephonic or we have so other ways. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the choice of your words is very, very important. Your tone is very, very important at that moment. So, we have to tell this to our students too. Ki it's not
Mm-hmm.
ki you speak only and tell ki what I am. If
Mm-hmm.
ego, arrogance, vanity comes
Mm-hmm.
in your
Mm-hmm.
words now, it will definitely going to just spoil the whole picture.
Yeah.
No, you have to take care ki how to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, like we are sometimes talking to people, commenting on people in a very sarcastic way.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people whom we are targeting at, they do not understand what I am trying to say. But
Mm-hmm.
what happens? You say your thing. You are done. So we have to make our children clever, not cunning. Clear the
Okay.
difference. Clear the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be very clever when speaking, but not cunning.
Mm-hmm.
You have to speak, but not in such a way that someone is hurt. Keep taking care of someone's feeling is also our responsibility at the moment, because if it is lacking, again, misunderstanding is standing. So we have to
Wow.
take care.
Brilliant. I'm just enjoying, loving it. And
And
please.
and for students, it's very right that you said ki they do not understand the thing
Mm-hmm.
rightly. Na, because they are kids, they are children at
Yeah,
any
yeah,
age.
yeah.
Na, they just start at a different level of their ages. They experience different things. They
Mm.
have the changes according to their ages. That is
Yeah,
physical, mental, and all.
yeah,
And
yeah.
being their mentors or teachers, it's our responsibility. Sometimes, actually, Manisha ma'am, it happens
Mm-hmm.
that we elders do not fulfill our duties
Mm-hmm.
perfectly,
Mm-hmm.
and really they take children somewhere else, and we play the role of what we can say the devils in their life. We have to be
Mm-hmm.
very, very careful. We
Mm-hmm.
create misunderstanding in place of understanding, and we think, no, I am doing very. Every time children are not wrong. Somewhere we can.
Yeah, yeah.
Analyzing ourselves also at times is very important. If we are
Mm-hmm.
talking about harmony today,
Mm-hmm.
so there should be a harmony in understanding ourselves also first of
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
Because and for that you have to check your actions, your thoughts, whether
Mm-hmm.
I am wrong or right about this. My analysis is right or not.
Mm-hmm.
Do I understand this person perfectly or not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you understand yourself well, then only you can pass it on to your children. If a child is harsh with you, it does not mean that he does not like you. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
he's not understanding. Okay, this time you are not understanding. Let it go. Be calm. So we
Yeah.
have to always behave very patiently with children. they are to na just like clay, we are
Hmm.
molding them. So we have to take care.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not their duty to create
Mm-hmm.
understanding. But
Hmm.
definitely, and mentors means not teachers, it's parents' duty also.
Yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
the children spoil their thought process only because of our mistakes.
Hmm.
If we are not taking care of their feelings, how can they just understand us truly? No, they can never.
Uh, because we are shaping, we are I think we
They,
are the mirror of like what they see, whatever we speak, whatever we do, they learn from our actions, and that's why it's very
everything,
important for us.
everything, everything.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, they they believe, they trust us,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at the beginning, they trust us. And what we
Mhm.
do, we are imposing our thoughts on them, na, and we just lose it. That trust that they had built.
Mm,
We have to
yeah. Yeah.
understand. They are not matured.
Huh?
We forget it. They are not matured. We start. Again, that thing comes over expectations. We over
Hmm.
expect from our children. Every child does not have the same IQ. Every child does not have that physical state. Every child does not have that similar mental state.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the background, the family
Yeah.
background, the educational background of the family, it
Hmm.
all work together, ma'am. And the child, if it is coming to like, we can say here, like we go to that holy river Ganga.
Mm-hmm.
It is said that in our myth, ये सारे पाप धो देती है. So you have
Hmm.
to become like Ganga कि आप आपके बच्चे में जो भी आपके स्टूडेंट में जो भी मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग क्रिएट हो रही है आप उसको
Hmm.
पहले अलग कर दो कि
Hmm.
बेटा तुम गलत ही समझ रहे हो ऐसा नहीं है अगर
Hmm.
तुम ऐसे लोगों से मिले हो तो इसके दूसरी तरफ ऐसे लोग भी हैं तुमको बाई चांस ऐसा हुआ है तुम अपना डायरेक्शन चेंज करो तुम गलत जा रहे हो बस
Hmm. True. Very true. Loved it. And let me read some compliments for you, ma'am. So Jagjeet ma'am has commented very good examples. Yes, very very good examples. You're a great mother, Neha ma'am. Indeed, she is. Uh, now you are yourself a good person. Nice, very nice. She is Shubhangi ma'am is saying, Neha ma'am is a pro at playing with words. Yes, I loved it. When she said that the misunderstanding is standing, what an amazing phrase. Nice. And if you will not understand, there is misunderstanding. Beautifully put. So, good, excellent metaphors. True that. So now, thank you for all your compliments. Uh, Thank you, audience. Rahul, Nature, Archana ji, Sharif Sen, Payal ma'am, Rekha ma'am, everyone who has joined in. Thank you very much. Shiva, everyone, Akshara, Anita ma'am. Love you guys. Thank you everyone for joining in. This really means a lot to us, and we are going to deep dive into our conversation now. So the yeah, and I would request if anyone has any question, you can put your questions in the comments, and ma'am will address the questions by the end of the session. So till then, we are going to jump into another question, which is I think we have discussed a lot about students. So being teachers, like it comes with like it comes from our heart to express, to talk about students. We have talked a lot about students. So now I would love to ask you another question, which is how does cultivating harmony in understanding contribute to individual well-being and collective flourishing in society? It's very important कि हम uh, एक हार्मनी बना के रखें, तभी हम बेटर ह्यूमन बीइंग बन पाएंगे और बेटर सोसाइटी को परसीव कर पाएंगे और क्रिएट कर पाएंगे. तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक, व्हाट आर योर व्यूज एंड योर थॉट्स ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग? या
Definitely, communication through any mean is very,
Mm-hmm.
very important because
Mm-hmm.
without that, we can't do anything. If you talk about creating understanding, that is only based on communication. Once you talk to a person, communicate to a person. Like sometimes what happens, two persons have very good bonding through WhatsApp only. They are writing, they have never spoken to each other. It can happen. It's not necessary that you speak in front of people only.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier also, I was a very shy child in my childhood. I was not very talkative. But later, when I come in the influence of
Mm-hmm.
my father, I came to know that what kind of tool is the speaking. And then I learned, yes, speaking is very good. How can you have that power of speaking that is only through listening? For learning
Mm-hmm.
speaking, first you have to listen others.
Yeah.
And communication, when we talk about that,
Mm-hmm.
communication should not be one-sided, Manisha ma'am, as
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Obviously.
First of
Yeah.
all, you have to give time to that person and listen to that person, and then understand okay, what that person requires. You have to understand when we talk about the communication, na,
Mm-hmm.
we have to understand the intentions also. If we
Mm-hmm.
fail to understand the intentions, again the same problem occurs. And in place of understanding that person perfectly, we go to other side.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when we are communicating to someone, we have to take care of our diction. Okay, what words we are using. Does it suit
Mm-hmm.
to the reference that I want to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, that person will definitely take you wrong
Mm-hmm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So, for
Yeah.
communication and communicating to someone
Mm-hmm.
is very, very important. Like in the morning, we can say the first thing that without taking a bath in a summer day or brushing our teeth and eating, it is just
Mm-hmm.
like that yuck feeling for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
do not communicate, it is always creating a gap. It will
Yeah.
take you far. Constantly, it will
True that.
take you far.
True that.
You can't, without communication, you can't do anything.
Hmm.
So
True.
it,
Very true.
it's very, uh, because if we try to
Mm-hmm.
create harmony and understanding, first
Mm-hmm.
of all, you have to understand the thoughts, the
Mm-hmm.
mindset of the person with
Yeah.
whom you want to create the harmony. For that,
Mm-hmm.
communication is very, very important. Communication plays a very, very important role in this field.
Mm-hmm.
Ki, talk about different aspects, then you will come to know, okay, what is the thought process of this person? What is the mindset?
Yeah.
Then
True.
only you can deal with each other and let other person also understand you very well. Because
Yeah.
communication is not one-sided.
Hmm.
It is always a two-lane journey. So you have to let that person understand you perfectly, ki what you are.
Hmm.
That person should not take you wrong कि मैं हूँ कुछ और मैं कह कुछ और रही हूँ मैं हूँ शेर
Mm-hmm.
लेकिन मुझे लोग खरगोश समझ रहे हैं या मैं हूँ खरगोश लोग मुझे शेर समझ रहे हैं तो वो हमारे साथ
Mm-hmm.
तो वही डील करेंगे तो हमें भी
Hmm.
अपनी पर्सनालिटी शो
Obviously.
करनी है और पर्सनालिटी शो करने में सबसे पहले क्या होता है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हाउ डू पीपल जज अस
Hmm.
थ्रू आवर फिजिकल अपीयरेंस ठीक है बहुत अच्छा
Mm-hmm.
बंदा है कभी
Mm-hmm.
कभी ऐसा होता है हम बहुत जल्दी इम्प्रेस हो जाते हैं उसके बॉडी जेस्चर्स ड्रेसिंग सेंस और
Mm-hmm.
सबसे
Mm-hmm.
but the moment the person starts speaking sometimes we are shocked no
Mm-hmm.
it's totally wrong
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes what happens the person is very roughly dressed up
Yeah.
without taking care of and when the person speaks like Amitabh Bachchan I take example when he speaks वो
Yeah.
सिंगल भी एड्रेस वर्ड एड्रेस करते हैं
Mm-hmm.
कितना भी बड़ा हॉल हो कितनी भी बड़ी गैदरिंग हो
Mm-hmm.
ऑल पीसफुल एटमॉस्फेयर इज देयर एंड एवरीबडी इज लिसनिंग टू हिम ओनली
Hmm.
उनके
True.
वर्ड्स उनकी आवाज ऐसी होती है
Uh,
तो ऐसा भी कभी कभी होता है तो आपको
mm,
सुनना भी पड़ेगा और आपको एक बार में जज नहीं करना है और हमें भी अपने आप को ऐसे नहीं जब तक आप बोलेंगे नहीं तो लोगों को नहीं समझ में आएगा वंस द पर्सन स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग देन ओनली यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड
Yeah, very true, very true. Beautiful. So what I could like I just want to sum it up. You have given so many examples and shared a lot of things, but I just want to sum it up by saying that that communication plays a very important role in maintaining understanding, and listening plays a very important role. To be a good speaker, you need to be first a good listener, and yes, obviously, you should be empathetic. You should have patience, the calm. You should be composed in your personality so that you may give space to other people to express themselves in front of you. You should give others the space to express themselves. Beautifully put, wonderful, loved it. So now Jagjit ma'am has commented, this is the reason we have become friends after knowing each other well. Wow, that's nice. Nice to know. Okay, so I think now we are at the end of our session. So do you have any like last words to say to our audience? Speak up something, whatever you have learned,
Uh, uh,
whatever you feel.
See,
Yeah.
if we want to create harmony, na, Manisha ma'am, I always
Mhm.
believe like we read, we accept, we
Mhm.
understand, we praise, we appreciate, but we do not
Yeah.
implement. We forget it. When it is our chance, now we forget it. That is very, very important
Yeah.
that we should not forget it. और लाइफ
Hmm.
में कुछ रखने से आप खुश रहने लगोगे. किसी को
Hmm.
खुश रखना स्टार्ट करो, आप खुश रहने लगोगे. तो ये सबसे पहले
Hmm.
इम्पोर्टेंट है. और हमारी हिंदू मिथोलॉजी हम
Mhm.
फॉलो जैसे करते हैं उसमें सबसे बहुत बड़ी चीज है और हम लोगों को सब बचपन से ये सारी चीजें सिखाई जाती है.
Mhm.
एवरीबडी माइट हैव कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा
Mhm.
फलेषु राजन. लेकिन हम ऐसा करते
Mhm.
नहीं है. हम
Mhm.
अपने
Mhm.
ऊपर ध्यान नहीं करते हैं कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं और हम
Hmm.
दूसरे पे ज्यादा ध्यान करते हैं. उसने ऐसा किया, उसने
Hmm.
ऐसा क्यों किया, इस पर भी जाना चाहिए.
Hmm.
और
Hmm.
हार्मनी तभी क्रिएट होती है हमेशा. सबसे बड़ा पॉइंट है लाइफ में कि यू कैन
Mhm.
क्रिएट अंडरस्टैंडिंग ओनली विद इन वन थिंग. आप अपनी लाइफ में एक फॉर्मूला रखो. मुझे ऐसा
Mhm.
लगता है कि
Mhm.
आप हमेशा जो भी सामने है ना उसकी जगह पे खुद को रख करके देख लो. वो आपका बच्चा हो, वो आपका स्टूडेंट हो, वो आपका हस्बैंड हो,
Mhm.
कोई भी रिलेशन हो. आप एक बार उस सिचुएशन में अपने आप को रख करके देखो और फिर जज
Mhm.
करो. मतलब
Mhm.
मोस्टली मुझे लगता है कि आपसे एरर नहीं होगी उसको समझने में. आपसे कोई मिस्टेक नहीं होगी. उस समय आप रिएक्ट नहीं करोगे, आप रिस्पॉन्ड करोगे अपने आप कि हाँ
Mhm.
हो सकता है कुछ इसके साथ आज गड़बड़ हुआ है इसलिए आज ये ऐसे बिहेव कर रहा है. तो
Correct.
हमें हमेशा ये सोचना चाहिए कि अगर हम होंगे उस जगह पे तो हम क्या करेंगे. ये बहुत
Hmm.
इम्पोर्टेंट और यही है जो हमारी लाइफ से धीरे धीरे मिस हो रहा है. हम भूल जाते हैं.
Hmm.
वो एक्चुअली वो हमेशा हमारी भी फॉल्ट नहीं है. भगवान ने वो वैसा बनाया है ना, वो उनकी चुटकियों
Hmm.
पे चलता है. तो
Hmm.
बिलीव इन कर्म एंड कर्मा. पीपल टेक इट ऑल्सो वेरी रॉन्गली. कर्म एंड कर्मा आर नॉट द सेम थिंग्स. Because I
Mhm.
am being little spiritual at this moment, but spirituality is the very important essence in our life.
Mhm.
If it is missing, then
Yeah.
nothing can happen in our life in a right way. So it
Hmm.
should be there. You should be very, very grateful to God that
Hmm.
He had given us the senses, the
Yeah.
different senses.
Hmm.
So we should use them wisely. Once
Yeah.
na my students had asked a question, Manisha ma'am,
Mhm.
कि भगवान ने फिर झूठ बनाया ही क्यों है, फिर वही क्यों नहीं डिसाइड कर देते हैं अगर कोई गलत कर रहा है उसके साथ इमिजिएट. मतलब तो मैंने कहा
हाँ.
अब रतन टाटा
हाँ.
है तो वो उनके पास ये जॉब नहीं है कि वो अपने ऑफिस के अपने कंपनी के गार्ड्स को भी देखे जाके ना. तो
Hmm.
भगवान ने वर्ड क्रिएट किया, उन्होंने तुम्हें पावर्स दी है, सेंसेस दिए हैं, तुम्हें सोचने की शक्ति दी है. वो किस लिए दी है? यूज देम ना. अब
Hmm. Hmm.
अंबानीज अपने ऑफिस के गार्ड्स को नहीं जज करने जा रहे हैं हर समय वो क्या कर रहे हैं क्या नहीं कर रहे. दैट इज देयर ओन परसेप्शन. So you
Mm-hmm.
have your own mind, your wisdom,
Yeah.
and harmony in communication is a little upgraded level of wisdom only. If you don't have it, it means definitely the life is useless. So we should always have that. Understand
Yeah.
the difference between karma and karma. Karma is your
Mm-hmm.
actions, and karma are the results. Karma
Mm-hmm.
is in your hand, karma is not in your hand. That God is deciding.
Mm-hmm.
So always, if you take care of your karma and karma, definitely you are going to create harmony in society, wherever you are sitting, between two
Mm-hmm.
people, and especially if you belong to a crowd of kids. Very, very
Mm-hmm.
important.
Mm-hmm. Wow, nice. Thank you so much for these pearls of wisdom. It's nice. Yeah, very true. Like when it comes to us, we forget to implement our learning. So, but the change starts from us, the oneself. तो सबसे
Um,
पहले बहुत जरूरी है that whatever we listen, whatever we learn, we should implement, and it eventually happens that when other people see that how we are acting, how we are responding, how we are behaving, they treat us also in the same manner. If they cannot, they at least try. So that is how we ourselves set an ideal example for our kids and for the people around us. Wonderfully put, loved it.
thank you,
So,
ma'am.
thank you so much, ma'am. It was really an amazing session with you, and I think we have communicated for the first time. And I
Yes,
just, like, I felt like this is not our first time. This was a beautiful conversation, amazing insights you have shared, and I would love to host you, like another time
my pleasure,
once
my
more
much.
to get some more golden nuggets from you for myself and for our audience. Loved it. Thank you, ma'am. Archana Gupta has commented, superb session. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank you,
everyone. Thank
Shivangi,
you.
ma'am. Loved it. So I'll share the recordings, and those who have any questions or the takeaways, you can put that in the comments, and we will definitely reach out to you. Thank you so much for all your energy, all your time, all your efforts. And now we are wrapping up with a note that I will be coming with another amazing teacher, with another episode, with a different topic. Till then, see you, love you guys, truly grateful to you. Bye.
Have a great time, Manisha ma'am, and everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.